Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the North Edison Library. And this is Miss Carolyn. I'm here to tell you a little story that's a little twist at the end, so listen when you hear it. It's called The Red Ribbon. This is a story from hundreds of years ago because it's based about chokers. If you've never heard of chokers, ladies always would wear ribbons or different kinds of ribbon around their necks for decoration and for different reasons. And this started hundreds of years ago. There were many types of chokers. They were worn for many different reasons, and they were close fitting around the neck. Many sources claim that the first chokers started during the French Revolution, and people would wear them around their neck to honor the people during the French Revolution who lost their heads to the guillotine. Others say that it started back with Anne Boleyn, who wore a choker in a painting when she was queen. There are many types. Queen Victoria was depicted wearing a choker during her reign as queen, and often, sometimes they wore the chokers if they had a little scar and they wanted to hide it. All right. We get into the Roaring 20s in the United States, and they would wear beaded chokers, leather chokers. To some recent times, hippies used to wear dog collars. Remember, they wear dog collars around? That's choker. That's a type of choker too. All right. Today, chokers come in many textures, many patterns, all different kinds. All right. You can actually make your own choker. Sometimes what I did is I took a nice ribbon. My favorite color is pink. So I took a pink ribbon and I took some glue. And what I would do is just put a little bit of glue around there. And then if I could find some sequins, I could just press them on. And I'll show you this in a minute. All right. And press and put a lot of little glitter on there. All right. I could put a little piece of Velcro on the end and one on the other end, so that when I wanted to wear it, I could put it around my neck and just attach it with the Velcro. And I have instant decoration. You can put a little glitter on there, whatever you like. Like I said, my favorite color is pink. But in this story, it's called The Red Ribbon. And in the Red Ribbon, a long time ago, there was a little boy and a little girl. His name was John, and her name was Jane. And they were first graders together. And John just loved Jane every time he saw her, and Jane kind of liked John. So John would carry Jane's books home from school for her every day, until finally she always wore this red ribbon around her neck. And John finally, his curiosity couldn't take it anymore, so he asked Jane, "Why do you wear that red ribbon around your neck?" And Jane thought, and she says, "I can't tell you. And anyway, I don't feel like telling anybody." And they walked on. And finally Jen said, "Well, maybe someday I will tell you, but not now." The next year, they were in second grade. And John asked, "Janie, why do you wear that red ribbon around your neck?" It's not really your affair, John. I'll tell you someday, but not now," said Jane. And time went by. John still loved Jane, and Jane still loved John. Now they were in fourth grade, then they were in sixth grade, and then they were in junior high together. They knew each other for a long time. And every once in a while, John would ask Jane why she wore that red ribbon around her neck. "We've been friends for a long time, John," she said. "What difference does it make?" she said. And John let it go, and time went by. John and Jane went through high school together, and on graduation day, John asked again. He said, "Jane, we're being graduated now. Won't you please tell me why you wear that red ribbon around your neck?" "Oh, John," said Jane, "there's no point in telling you now. It's graduation day. But some day I'll tell you." And that day passed. Time went by again. John and Jane got engaged to be married. And John loved Jane, and Jane loved John. And John asked, "Why do you wear that red ribbon around your neck, honey?" And Jane said, maybe she'd tell him on their wedding day. Okay? But the wedding day came and went. And their honeymoon came and went. And John just forgot to ask. But several days later he remembered, and he said, "Well, we are happily married now. Can you tell me why you wear that red ribbon around your neck?" And Jane said, "John, dear, we are happily married and we love each other. So what difference does it make?" So John let it pass. But he still wanted to know, why did she wear that red ribbon around her neck? Time went by, and John loved Jane, and Jane loved John, and they had lovely children together who were born, and they were very busy raising them up, and they even got to their golden wedding anniversary. And then John said, "Jane, why do you wear that red ribbon around your neck?" And Jane said, "You know what, since it's been this long and we haven't talked about it, you can wait a little longer, John. I'll tell you someday." Well, time went by. John loved Jane, and Jane loved John, and John wanted to know really bad. And finally, Jane had been taken very ill, and she was laying on her bed dying. John bent on his knees at her bedside with sobs in his voice and said, Janie, please tell me, why do you wear that red ribbon around your neck?" "All right, John," said Jane. "You may untie it now and take it off." So John reached over and he untied the ribbon, and he took it off, and Jane's head fell off. Ah! A nice jump story. If you come into the library, we can help you find other stories that will make you jump at the end. See you again soon. Bye.